Hey everyone, it's Jen at Ink Paper Rubber. How are you doing on this lovely Wednesday? We got in a small shipment from Sunny Studio. I had some orders I needed to get in, so I got a few other goodies to share with all of you. None of these are new. They are things we've had before, but they are some of my favorites, some from their last release and some from a little bit older. First thing we got back in is this really adorable small set called Cruisin' Critters. You can see it's cute. You have all these little animals in the little convertible car, and then this is kind of a build a sentiment set. You can have all of these different words that you can build your own sentiment with. We do also have the sets that have the die. It cuts out the car with the critters. And it also has the word cruising. Hey there, Miss Jan, how are you doing? Hope you are feeling better. Here is a sample card with those little guys on it, so cute. And in the background is this great cityscape border die. So you can see how cute that is with those critters cruising in front of the buildings. Another stamp that I got in is this one that is called Woodland Borders. And good, I'm glad you're feeling better. This one is a really great stamp set. It may not look like much. These two dies right here are so that you can cut hills out of them. You can make them be grassy hills. You can make them be snow, cut them out of pattern paper, whatever you want. You can see they have the stitching detail on them, and what I really like is the stitching is on both sides, which means that when you cut it out, you get actually two different hills, one from each side. So kind of double your pleasure there with that. It also has on here these great little pine trees. That die down there is for the trunks. And this little die is a little pop-up die. So if you want to make some of your trees pop up when you open your card, you can use that to do it with. I think that this with these pine trees would be actually really great, and with the hills, if you combined it with this For a Sunset die from Hero Arts. This one is a negative die, so basically when you cut this out, it cuts out this part and leaves, you can see here, the trees and some clouds in front of it, and you can do a pretty sunset scene there in the background if you want. So this would be great to add some hills and some other pine trees along with that. Another set that we got in is one of their layering stamp sets. Sunny Studio does such an amazing job on their layering sets, and this one is called Sunflower Fields. And I know that those pieces don't look like a whole lot. Hey there, Jan. Two Jans on here today. But when it's stamped up and layered, it comes out so amazing. Isn't that beautiful? And of course, we all love sunflowers around here. I also love that this set, in addition to the sunflower and leaves, has some little layering bees on here. There's you can see some wings. There's one front on, and there is the little side bee that you can see up here, and it has the different layers so you can do the different colors with it. And if you are interested, there is also a die set that goes along with that, cuts out the flower and the leaf and also your two little bees. And I'll show you a sample in a minute, but that would be really great to make a sunflower bouquet and put it in their vintage jar stamp. This is also a layering stamp set, and there is a die set that goes with that as well. Last thing we got in today from Sunny Studio are a couple of their latest paper pads. This one is the Colorful Autumn. You can see all the pretty fall patterns and colors it has on there, and in fact you can see they've used that sunflower pattern down here on the bottom of this cute little tag. And also got back in, this one is really fun. It's called Heroic Halftone, and this has some dots on it, although you can see some of the papers actually have kind of this subtle sun ray effect, and I can show you some samples here and you can see it. Here is a sample of those sunflowers in the jar that I mentioned. How nice is that? Here is a sample. You can see the little hills there, and I think those trees are from a stamp set, but you could certainly do something with the pine trees from the die set that goes along with those hills. And finally, here is another sample of the Cruisin' Critters, and you can see some of that Heroic Halftones paper there in the background. So lots of fun stuff. All right, that is it for right now. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and we look forward to seeing you soon. Goodbye.